What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Lazy Sunday live stream here on Out of the Basement. I'm Nate, joined with Justin,
Sup, guys?
and making his triumphant return. We're back. We've got Razzie with us today, also known as Star Wars Master Plaster. Welcome back, Razzie. We're so
Hi
happy to
guys,
have you.
thanks for having me back. Always a pleasure and excited to share some projects.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see what's been cooking up. I'm ready to see some crazy stuff. And of course, most of the chatters know, but we'll talk a little bit about what you do in a little here. But what's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. Quick note, apologies in advance. I'm very congested right now, as you can
Oof.
hear. So if there's a little bit of mouth breathing going on this stream, I'm sorry, but I need to breathe.
As I am.
And Razzie as well. So bear with us. The weather in Indiana is going up and down, left and right, and it is just throwing me for a loop. One day it's 70 and sunny. The next day it's 30
Oh yeah.
and raining.
Oh yeah. So, welcome.
Yes.
Bear with us. It'll all be okay.
Yeah. Also, seemingly Justin figured out the audio issues. So how do we sound? Does everyone sound good?
Yeah. Am
Chat, let
I
us know.
am I at least matched up with Nate now? I should be. I should be. It should be better than usual because this mic is the same mic that Nate uses, but in Windows, mine was like turned way down. So that's why I would need it right up to my mouth, and we were confused because it just seemed like it was changing every week, and chat would always yell at me and pop off, which I do
Right.
like that. Always tell us if there's something going wrong with the stream.
For
But
sure.
yeah, I should be good now. Turned it up to the exact same level, which is 77 for Star Wars 1977. That's what we've always recorded at, so
Yeah.
we should
The
be matching.
the most random, minute details that no one would ever know, but now you do. That
Hmm.
every single episode of Out of the Basement, our audio level is set to 0.77 for, you know, Star Wars 1977.
Nice.
You got to do it. But yeah, so today we are joined with Razzie. It's been a while since we've had you on the stream. So if you wouldn't mind, if you could just tell a little bit about yourself and what you do, primarily over on Instagram.
Mm.
Yeah, so as you know, I collect 112 scale action figures, mainly Star Wars and other stuff as well. But my focus is mainly on Black Series and world building. Probably because the first time I never told you guys, but I watched Star Wars. Yeah, I was 11 when prequels came out in the theaters. But the
Mm,
first time I really watched Star Wars, I was very, very young to understand the story. Like, your brain couldn't process exactly what's going on, but I was really attracted by the whole world building.
hmm
We had VHS tapes with all action movies, and we just keep fast forwarding, to the scenes that we wanted. As I don't know, Endor Battle of Hoth, see the
hmm
AT-AT, ATST. So I've never watched New Hope when I was young. It was mainly these movies. So yeah, and then I got my obsession back when Mandalorian brought me back to Star Wars because I never really collected. I had some action figures here and there. Pandemic really helped, staying home
hmm
doing nothing. So this is where
Right.
I went all crazy. But my focus is mainly, if I had to display my collection one day, I have all the Black Series action figures, but I would put vehicles and then add action figures. That would be my main focus.
Mm. Yes, absolutely. And as you can see with Justin scrolling through Razzie's Instagram, these are all 1/12 scale vehicles, dioramas for Black Series, custom made by Razzie. So just a wonderful customizer, some really incredible projects that you've done over the years. Every time we've had you on, there's always something crazy. And of
Yeah.
course, that's got to be about the OG classic right there is
the
the
the crest.
1/12
That was the
scale
first
Razor
one.
Crest. That was around the time of the TVC Haslab, right?
Yeah, exactly. They were
Yeah.
making it, and I really wanted one. I like TVC. I collect some figures that Black Series don't make at the scale, as you do with your Jabba's Palace.
Right.
But I really wanted vehicles, and for me, with it's too big. But with Black Series, it's just a perfect scale for me. It's my opinion.
No, I 100% agree with you guys. So yeah, you should absolutely go follow Razzie over on Instagram. There's a link in the description. There's a link in the chat. Great.
Yeah, will
great
Nightbot
content.
return?
We don't know.
I re-added him to the
Nightbot works when he wants to work.
right. Like I had to re-add it to the channel. There he is.
Hey,
And the command is Razzie, so there it is. A link
very nice.
to Star Wars Master Plaster on Instagram. Tons of great stuff. And Razzie, it's kind of a tradition at this point. It's like a once a year type of thing.
Yeah,
This
true.
is
It's been a year or so. Yeah, this is usually around spring that that is good to be back. I had time to work on some other projects.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
I want to give a quick shout out here to Commander Marsh for being a channel member for 31 months. They say, Happy Sunday, Basement Gents. Listening from the road today. Just crossed into beautiful Indiana. Get ready for a lot of flat stuff. There's going to be some fields.
There's going to be some corn and...
Well, not this time of year. You're
True,
just going to get you're just going to get the fields, but yeah, no elevation. Brace for that.
Yeah.
But thank you for the channel support. We appreciate that. But yeah, so let's just say what's up to some people here who joined us. Got 49er Brian,
Yo.
80s Kid, Ezra, Big Bendu likes turtles, Tom the Perceptor, who got the Force Unleashed 3-pack. Nice.
Got that sale price,
Yep.
I'm sure.
What's up, not Obi-Wan? Eggs are in the chat. Just eggs.
Sure. The more people, the better.
What's up? Hello there, collectibles. We got Michael Owen, Mr. Coffee, Tom Bowling, $47.99 for Doc Ondar. Ooh, we're gonna talk about old Doc Ondar.
Yeah,
We're definitely gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Grudge. What's up, Skull Sked? How's it going? Got Landspeeder Luke in here. Nixelplix. Just say no to death sticks. What's up, Brennan? We also got Fig in here. James Wade. What's up? What's up? Skywalker Legend. Blaine Smith. Michael G. Valiant Detector.
What's up, Valiant?
Tangy Fungus. We got Wayne Duckett.
Classic.
Got Seth Nico.
Hey, Seth.
Ace Barbecue Gaming. Will Bond. Hyperdelic. Timbo Toys.
Hey.
What's up, Zoo Boy? They're back and COVID free. That's what I
Nice.
like to hear.
Yeah, we like to hear that.
Apo, how's it going? Greg E, nice to see ya. We got Jacob Forna in here as well. Ryan D. And we'll say what's up to Darth Educator and Craft 3D Creations. And we'll jump into the discussion here. Thanks everyone for joining us. It's awesome to see you all here. 146 people so far. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe if you are new.
Yep, we're only 10 minutes in. I'm sure we got plenty of wild stuff to check out. But first, a little bit of housekeeping, a little bit of news. First bit
Also,
of news.
Shout out to Fig, shout out to Craft, and shout out to Wilbon. Ooh, Wilbon met Hayden, Rosario, Natasha. Wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome. I think Hybrid Toy Reviews was there as well because he was posting some pictures.
That's sweet.
And I think Skywalker Hendricks too on his Instagram story. There's the Attack of the Clones VHS tape signed by Hayden in this nice blue. I'm like,
That's cool.
like right next to the blue lightsaber. I was like, ooh,
Beautiful.
like that just goes hard.
Sam Aon, thank you for becoming a channel member. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, man. That is a basement dweller. There you go. Thank you so much for your support.
Appreciate that.
So, we have a little bit of housekeeping. We have a new emoji. This is just something that was sort of randomly sent to us by a creator on Instagram. I believe he said he was a graphic designer. I was just like, can I just throw that up as one of our channel member emojis? And they said sure, so here it is.
Nice.
I do want to give the proper credit real quick. So this was made by Sliding Down 64 on
Thank you.
Instagram. And they said they'd be down to collaborate with us more in the future. So thank you for that. So, yeah, because you guys know me. That's my little phrase.
Yep.
That's the thing I do in every video. Sup, guys? So cool. Thank you for that. New emoji. Upgrades.
New emoji. What's up, Lukeness?
So, before we jump in to what we all want to see, which is whatever... I'm getting a feeling that Razzie has his camera pointed at the snow speeder for it's just the Black Series snow speeder, But then I'm sensing like I don't know. But before we get into all that, we do have some Black Series news to go over.
Ooh. Yes, we do.
Yeah, the first thing I want to go over is this email from Entertainment Earth that they are canceling their Maroc pre-orders because let's just read it. Thank you for ordering from Entertainment Earth. We appreciate your business. Unfortunately, we're sorry to report that the manufacturer has notified us that we will not be receiving any additional shipments of the Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Maroc action figure you ordered because they have discontinued production of this item. No additional information was provided to us by the manufacturer as to why this occurred. Sadly, this means that we will not be able to ship it to you and have canceled it from your order. We apologize for any inconvenience. So, I guess Maroc is discontinued.
Yeah, of course, it's not shocking. Action figures go out of print all the time. But I think what is weird is that it's so soon. Like, I feel like this is very fast for them to discontinue a figure. And it's even more strange that Entertainment Earth, was clearly offering pre-orders, assuming they were going to get more shipments, and those have been canceled. So clearly at one point in time, they thought they were getting more, but then turns out that it's been discontinued. So kind of a weird situation. Razzie, how are you feeling about this? And did you get a Maroc?
Yeah, I got mine actually. The first week they were on Toys R Us Canada. So, yeah, they were one, maybe two per, let's say, shelf, but I was lucky to get mine. I'm pretty surprised that this one is actually sold out, or you can't find it. I mean, I heard the news. I mean, I was aware of it, but why this character? I have no idea, to be honest with you.
It's because they're going to do the paint apps better, guys. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of confused by this because I was like, well, this figure's from last year. Why are we surprised that they're not making it anymore? I don't know. I didn't really have any strong reaction because this figure already came out. It came out last year. So I was a little confused on why there was so much like, what?
Well, I don't think this generally happens very often where there's outstanding pre-orders and then a Black Series figure gets discontinued. Like, I feel like this kind of situation is a rarity.
Probably because he died. There's a season 2, maybe with all remaining characters that we still find on the shelves, or you can order. But
yeah.
I don't see any valid reason.
Yeah, but that's something that happened. I don't know, but there it is. Moving on, we have some fan channels. We're popping on over to yakface.com. Some very interesting things happened with Doc Ondar. Doc Ondar went up on Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. And I think what happened was there was a pricing error because Doc was up for like $40-something on Big Bad. And then they changed the price to like 70-something, and then they just took the listing down. I don't really understand what happened.
But
See if the
Entertainment,
link is working.
no, they're not. Entertainment Earth had it listed at $47.99 the entire time. So I don't. If it was a pricing error, why would it go down on both websites?
Right.
So I kind of feel like I saw something where Big Bad said it was like temporary and that it would be listed again. But I mean, who knows when? Who knows, what's going on with this particular instance? But yeah, Doc Ondar's. It's the same thing. If you can find
Yeah.
the direct link, it's on our Discord actually. If you hit the direct link
Oh.
in the in stock alerts, you'll get that sweet 404.
We're doing it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna find it.
Hey,
Yeah, it is weird. It's just there's just some weird things going on.
yeah, it's a little a little disappointing. Hopefully it goes back up because I everyone needs Doc Ondar. Doc Ondar's an awesome figure whether you're familiar with the character or not. And $47.99 literally was what it was, on Shop Disney. So that's
Yeah.
not a bad price at all. I saw some people scoffing at the $47.99, and I was like, "Are we already forgetting how much this was?" Like,
Yeah. Did you end up getting this one, Razzie?
Yeah. I have a friend of mine from Toronto. He was able to order 2 of them and got me one. Yeah. I even made the little shop from Landspeeder Luke.
oh, perfect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Looks nice. Cool on the shelf.
Yeah, I haven't printed that one yet, but I definitely want to because I'm just not quite sure what to do with him. So that
Yeah.
little shop is like the perfect thing.
Yeah, it is perfect, actually.
Yep. The shop would be so great, and then you just put your little random accessories as his items for sale.
Also, Cornholio here secured a pre-order at that price.
Well,
Interesting.
Big Bad never cancels their pre-orders. To be fair, I mean that's why I still have a Captain Rex pre-order locked and
Fair
loaded.
enough.
So
Fair enough.
that's just kind of Big Bad's deal. They don't really ever like directly cancel a pre-order unless it's something definitive.
Okay, okay. Still
Yeah.
waiting on your Magna Guards. Yeah, that sucks. That wave kind of just came and went, Troy. It's one of those blink and you miss it waves.
Right. So yeah, there's definitely some really weird stuff going on right now.
Right, like just odd.
Figures getting canceled.
Figures getting moved up.
Hey, now this is exciting.
Yeah, again on Yakface, TBS Mace Windu and 187th clone release date moved forward. Originally May 1st, and now it's March 20th.
I'm down. What can I say?
Is this going to be the
Same
only
here.
Black Series release of March of 2024?
It could be. It's
could be.
it's definitely a possibility. So I'm honestly down. Since we're in a little bit of a drought, it'll be it'll be
Razzie,
nice
do
to
you
get some
collect
new.
like all eras, or do you get
Yeah.
everything, or
Except the sequels, but yeah, all eras.
okay?
A lot of clones. Like
Yeah.
you see, I would love to have this clone, multiple
Right.
of them, but they're making just the pack. They should do, in my opinion, the Jedi with the clone commander or captain, and again a single release for every clone.
Yeah,
So
so
you
you
can
can
get
army
one
build.
pack. Yeah, exactly. You can army build them.
Oh yeah. Already shipped from Pulse EU. Whoa.
Hey,
Yeah, I've been seeing, people through other means get this pack. Yeah, Mr. Coffee brings up the Target one, which I don't have that pulled up on the browser, but I think they also moved up that date because now they say March 31st on the Target one.
your pre-order's still going strong on that, Justin?
It is. So that's another interesting question for Razzie about over here in the States, it's a Target exclusive and it's the 332nd and the 501st, like phase 1. Did you pre-order that? And then where would you have to pre-order like a Target exclusive?
So I never order Target exclusives. I just simply go to Toys R Us. And so far, everything that has been released in the US, we can find it on the shelves in Toys R Us.
Oh, so
I
Toys R
never,
Us is actually really useful then.
it is, it's the equivalent of Target. For
Okay.
Disney, you can find some at GameStop sometimes, but I would say like the equivalent of Target, whatever you find on the website there is Toys R Us Canada.
Okay.
And so far, I've never had any trouble finding all of the exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
They take time for sure. It's maybe around a month after you guys have it, or after the reviews that I see. Not Lance Peter Luke because it's always early, but what
Yeah.
the
He's
common,
magic.
yeah, but the common usually reviews I have it a month after. I'd say.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's awesome that Toys R Us is actually useful for Canadians, because over here it was just you could never find new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's
The
Lance
website
Peter.
is what the website is really bad though. Toys R Us website is really bad. You can't order, you cannot find the inventory, so forget about it. You just go
Oh,
on.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this pack is coming sooner than we all thought, and I'm down for that because we've been in a Black Series drought. So if they can get some releases to us sooner, I'm all down. I'm down, totally down for that.
I like Fig's comment. Toys R Us betrayed the U.S. and it now has better stuff than ever in Canada.
Yeah, it's the War of 1812, but it's like Toys R Us instead of the Canadian territories that we were fighting over.
Yeah, exactly.
Um.
What are you talking about, though? Toys R Us is back in America, remember?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oof. If you guys are curious, for non-US people, the Toys R Us did come back, and it's like in Macy's now, but it's just garbage. Like it's not
It's
even
so-
worth.
It's so bad.
And like it, because in our area we still have a mall that is just slowly dying over the course of time. Like the Sears shut down, the Carson Prairie Scott, that was like decades ago that closed down, but it's like slowly dying. And then there's this Macy's, and their little Toys R Us section is in like their basement, and it's like really weird because there's no employees, and I feel like I'm in danger. So it's just very odd.
You don't know who's going to be lurking.
Yeah. Then this one is rather new. Yeah, March 10th. That's today. Also on yakface.com. Apparently, we have some sales going on at Target, and I knew this. So like these TVC deluxe packs that are just rotting the shelves. That just especially these, like the Black Chrysanthemum, the Sabine, the Tuscan Warrior with the Massive.
Mm-hmm.
It is some of the highest instances of pegworming I've ever seen in like any line. I don't know if it's just like our targets or, totally anecdotal. I get it, but they are just everywhere. Yeah, the Sabine one.
Mm.
So we got some 50% off. Yeah, Bo-Katan Black Series is pegworming hard. At least with Black Series deluxe stuff, they just get like one case and then it sits. So
True.
with TVC, I feel like they get like 40. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm like, holy
Right.
cow, man. And even this Rex helmet, which just came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yes.
what?
Brand new release. That's a pretty nice discount there. $80.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you collect the helmets at all? Or
I do
mean,
have,
you pose with them in your
yeah, the ones that I pose with are the ones that I have.
right. So you got Boba, Deathwatch. Okay, Din, Vader, the
Scout
clone.
Trooper.
There's some good variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say we're going to go ahead and say Razzy's a helmet collector.
Yeah, basically answered my own question just taking a look at that.
It's just like the puzzle pieces had to click into your head for a second.
yeah, I was like, wait a
I
second.
ordered this one as well, but no Stormtroopers, Incinerator, all that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they went crazy with those Stormtrooper repaints.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
But yeah, Target is having, and I seen like just for some things I saw. The Zendaya figure from No Way Home, I saw that for like $7. Whoa, look at Nate.
Wow.
Fail scale. Fail scale.
Spoilers for recent pickups.
Bro, fail scale. Oh yeah. Just kidding. I know everything pegworms. Every line has figures that pegworms. It's okay.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll tell you right now, the Massive and Tuscan Warrior for $30, it's a joke. It is it is a joke.
I guess you haven't opened it yet, but later you should open it and see if that Massive would work as a juvenile Black Series Massive or like a baby Massive.
Baby one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have it open. I have.
Oh, okay.
I got them right here.
Oh, snap. There it is.
I actually made one.
If I,
not really good at painting, but I have one Black Series one that I made.
Oh. Look at that. I like that.
Is that like a resin print?
Yeah, resin print.
Nice.
Sick. There's our first taste.
Right. Just a little bit. Yeah. This is Anakin with the Massive. So you can kind of see that. Yeah,
It's
it
a
could
little
definitely.
baby.
Yeah, it could be a baby.
Yeah, because I saw some of those too at my local Target. So I saw that. I saw what is her name in? Because it's not Mary Jane Watson. Is it Michelle Jones? the Zendaya figure.
Just call her MJ, dude.
From the MCU.
Yeah.
For like $7. And I was like, I know Lucy kind of likes her. And like I was like, if I see Sandman for that price, I'd snag a Sandy.
Yeah, right. That'd be great, but that was Black Series.
Yeah, that was Attack of the Clones, right?
No, this is Revenge of the Sith.
There he is.
Yeah, can't you tell by the pale ghostness of this figure?
Yeah. New Anakin coming soon, everybody.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm trying to see here. Okay, yeah, we talked about the Entertainment Earth email. Okay, yeah, that is it for Black Series news that we did not cover on Figure It Out. Because Figure It Out this past week was the top 10 cheapest Black Series figures of all time. And we really rustled some feathers
Oh man,
with that one.
the keyboard warriors came out to play with that video.
Yeah, let's just. I want to get Chat's opinion. There's over 200 people in here watching right now. Do you guys think we should have incorporated shipping, which is completely random, anecdotal, case by case? It's going to be different every single time. Should we have included shipping with figure value for top 10 cheapest Black Series figures? Because there was some people going nut. Well, really, you know what it was, Nate? It was one person and alt accounts. And you could just... Okay, when you've been on YouTube long enough as a creator, you can just tell when A, people are using alt accounts to agree with themselves, and B, they're liking their own comments. And this is exactly what this person was doing. And they were just like popping off, and they're the type of person to go on other videos. So like they went to like episode 1 to Figure It Out. They're like, oh, so this is when you guys started collecting. Huh, must not know what you're talking about. I'm like,
well, no, that was after the fact because they were like, well, I've only known about you for a year, so that means you've only been making content for a year.
I'm like,
Click on videos, click oldest. You'll find out how long we've been posting.
it's the figure's value.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just the figure. Shipping is a completely separate cost. Like, if you buy a Black Series figure for $25 and you have to pay $4 shipping from Big Bad and then tax, so it's like 30-something, that is not a $30-something Black Series figure. It's a $25 Black Series figure plus $4 for shipping and then tax.
Mm-hmm.
And literally everyone in chat right now is saying no. So we're right, guy.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's literally all I said to them was, how would it be any more accurate to include shipping when most people, when they sell an item, the shipping depends on where, the seller is located relative to the buyer. So how is that
Or
accurate
like
at all?
if you live in a different country, it's going to be more
Right.
expensive. If you're
How,
using are you using UPS, USPS, DHL, it's going to be
right.
different. Are you doing priority? Are you doing the cheapest possible shipping? Like it's a case by case basis.
Yeah.
So how could you possibly incorporate shipping?
Yeah. That was a good one though. I had a good laugh with that.
Yeah, but I just wanted to bring that up because I wanted to get chat's opinion. Because I don't know, maybe some way, somehow,
We wanted to
people would
shout
expect shipping to be included in a figure's value. Like, no.
we want to shout into our little echo chamber. Tell us we're right, chat.
Give me the echo chamber.
Tell us we're right, chat.
And then someone commented today, they are like, Justin needs to stop rubbing his hands. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Why are you looking at my hands, man?
Geode. Don't make me pull the $9 Tuscan Warrior up.
They are rotting at the Toys R Us.
Yeah, and Ollie's. It's so stupid. I hate like even though we play into like the battle of scales, like we play into it for the meme. We're not
Right.
actually being serious. But both lines peg warm. Both lines have figures that go on deep sale, deep clearance. Like go to Ollie's, you have TVC and Black Series. When Ross was popping off during the holidays, you had TVC and Black Series and Marvel Legends and yada yada, McFarlane and
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's not just Black Series. It's not just Vintage Collection.
yeah. So we just wanted to bring that up, get your guys' take on that.
That's
That
true.
was just
That's
a
facts.
funny comment.
Yeah. It was.
All right. So, are we ready for Razzie to take it away? To take over the show?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
I'm ready to relax.
So today, the last two streams, I was just showing like everything that I was working on. But today, I thought it would be good to discuss what would be an option, a candidate for Haslab. As I was making some vehicles, some starships, I was like, this could be potential Haslab. So this selection is based on size.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a top five. We can rank them at the end if you want to give
Okay.
each his opinion. But it's based on the size and what characters do we need in Black Series that we're missing. So we're gonna start, as I said, it's not really number 5, but that's the one I want to start with. It's pretty heavy. By the way, I put the Snow Speeder as a reference, as an example, because as I say, the size was really a good criteria for selection. And I know most of collectors do have the Snow Speeder. So it will give an option, let's say decent comparison for the size, not the weight, but the size. You can have an idea, because most of these prints are 50% infill, so they're pretty heavy. I want them to be solid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So my first one is the A-Wing.
Oh ho ho! Look at that.
I'm gonna try. There you go. So the A-Wing, I didn't print the cockpit cover yet, but everything is pretty much done except some details in the painting. The size is actually, as you know, I'm really accurate about the size. I made a custom, made from Untuck Merrick. I just painted it in green to have an idea. So this for me would be a very good candidate for a Haslab for the size. And also we're missing that pilot in the line. We could have maybe 2 of them, different faces, some crates, but
Yeah, because like, if I'm remembering correctly, it's the guy who like, I don't know if it was intentional kamikaze, or if it was like he was going down anyway, so he just flies into the Star Destroyer bridge, and that's like Piet, look out, or no, it's too late. Then they jump. Yeah, I would like to get that figure.
Yeah. And honestly, clearly it's pretty significantly larger than the snow speeder, but I think that's like perfect Haslab size.
Yeah, it's a good size. The size is actually perfect when I made it. And also, as I said, we need a character. It's pretty heavy though. And why is it a good choice? Because we see the A-Wings on OT,
Hmm.
Rebels, I think, Clone Wars. So most of people would buy, depending on the generation, would buy the A-Wing.
Yeah, because it is a pretty common like suggestion that I see. Do you think? How do you feel about getting an A wing before an X wing, or like not having an X wing in the line, but getting this A wing option? Like, do you think the community would still rally to an A wing HasLab like that?
You're making a good point, but let me tell you, X-Wing is not doable. It's way too big. Uh, this is
Right,
not
that's what they
something,
said. Yeah.
yeah, that's not something that would sell, first of all, on the shelves. But let me tell you something. For me, there is a era before Mandalorian and after Mandalorian. I've never had a snow speeder before.
Hmm.
I now when you look at they were I think peg warming or the price were on clearance. Now look at the prices here in Canada; they're very expensive. I
Hmm.
got three of them because I want to make this big diorama for Battle of Hoth.
Hmm.
Uh, but after Mandalorian, I was trying to get as many as I can. So I think the timing for making vehicles is very important now. And making an A-wing would be a good choice. X-wing way too big because of the wings.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what Eric said when he was asked about it during that Lucas Monster interview. So I do agree. I would love it. I would back any OT HasLab.
For sure.
Like like that on me, but I try to also look at it through the lens of like the community as a whole. Like, could we get super excited about this? Could we start the hype train with this? Because I think the community would pivot to like, how are we getting an A wing without, or like, before an X wing? But I
Hmm.
do agree with you, Razzie. The X wing is too big. And we always talk about this in the Discord because there's always one or two people who are like, "Lat gunship has lab." I'm like, we do not understand scale as Black
No,
Series
impossible.
collectors. Like Black Series collectors, we struggle with like our perception of scale because we have nothing to compare it to. We only have all these figures on our shelves. Like we don't have a sense of scale like maybe TVC fans do, and they get a little bit more realistic expectations. But yeah, I agree, Fig. Pretty
Um,
much, I mean, we need one.
Hmm.
to answer
We
your
need
question about the X-wing, unless there is an option that they make a HasLab X-wing, then it's not really in scale, but at least that you can display. Because let me tell you something, TVC are not scaled. When you look at the details on the HasLab that they make, like for example, the sail barge, TVC collectors will tell you it's not really in scale. However, when you display it, it looks very nice. It looks cool in the
Hmm.
collection. And there's an
Hmm.
option for that. I don't know if you guys remember of or heard of this. Sorry, I'm gonna take out a wing. It's the 2004, I think, X-wing that Hasbro was making, like very hollow plastic. You must have seen this one.
Hmm.
It's very, very hollow. It's a 2004 X-Wing. They sell for maybe $30 on the
Right.
market right now.
That's
This could be,
huge.
It's
yeah,
actually
it
huge.
is a Hasbro one 2004, but it's not really in scale with the Black Series.
Hmm.
But you can display because I've been making some random. Uh, wait a second, I had to cut the hole. Yeah, here's one that I play with. You see, I cut around. I cut it here. I made a cockpit inside that I printed.
Mm.
And Luke fits in this one, but it's not in scale.
Oh, is that like the same toy
Yeah,
that
it is the
you've
Yeah.
same
like
toy.
customized it?
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm still working on it. It's not a finished product yet. So that's a Black Series Luke. It fits,
Yeah, I would
but
I would
it's
honestly take something like that, like straight up. If it meant having like a decent representation of the
mhm.
X-wing on our shelves, I'd take a slightly smaller one.
You
Slightly,
can find them for 20, 50s, man, $30 American dollars
Mm.
on the market. These are old, they're 2004, and I got a bunch of them that I'm working on. So this could be an option, but it's not really in scale. That's what I mean by it.
Mm-hmm. Right. And you can, and obviously it's like, that's huge as is. Could you imagine what the true in scale version would look like?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Commander Cook, what's up? A $40 Black Series Elite Force Effects lightsaber, Leia's lightsaber for
Damn.
$40 at Ross. I would get that in a heartbeat because it's blue, right?
Yeah.
And I still need a blue one. I might have to go Ross. Thank you, Cook.
You guys are so lucky. We don't have that here. And I've seen on some Facebook posts, some people are just buying 3-4 of them.
Oh,
We
man.
don't have them in Canada at this price.
Wow. We're going to have to go get on the hunt.
Yeah, honestly, because I have Darth Vader's, Mace Windu's, and I have the Darksaber, but I don't have a blue or a green. And I'm like, I really want a blue and a green.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go look.
So what do you think of the A-Wing as a potential Haslab?
I mean,
With
I'd
the
back
pilot.
it.
You would back it? Yeah, as well.
Do you have
Well-
ideas? Like, are you including tiers and stuff?
Tiers would be, I'd say, 2 pilots, maybe, some crates, a ladder, or maybe the stand. The stand is not easy to make.
True.
I would
Yeah,
be very happy with that, to be frank with you. And just having the pilots is a plus for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, A-Wing, easy pickup.
Yeah, easy pickup on a personal level. Is it iconic enough for Black Series fans? I don't know, but I'll still take it.
Yeah,
You know what, something, Justin, that's a good point. But I know some people, they don't collect Black Series, but they collect studio scale vehicles. And the A-Wing this one is pretty close to the studio scale.
You're right. Yeah. No, it looks
Pretty close.
excellent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. Caleb says it's iconic to me because it does have a very small amount of screen time, like in Return of the Jedi. But I do agree, like it's one of those vehicles I instantly recognize from Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know,
Hera has one as well, not the same
True.
model, but clearly see it in many. All right.
not yet, Cook. That was the first one. The first
That
one
was
we
the first
talked
one.
about was A-Wing.
So my second one, considering that we need a brand new Scarlet Anakin Skywalker from Revenge of the Sith. This one, actually, the one that I posted on Instagram was Ahsoka's. So it's not finished yet because I decided to repent it. It's the Jedi Interceptor.
Oh,
Ooh.
look at that. You can't say that is like, that wouldn't just be a perfect, beautiful little Haslab. Load that thing up with paint apps.
Right. Instant backing.
Oh,
This is a very popular choice for Haslab.
yeah.
That would sell, would definitely sell. And you can put all the, I would buy the Obi-Wan one. Everything that I'm making, I would have bought it if it was on the shelves or in a Haslab. So give me the Obi-Wan one, give me the Ahsoka one. And remember on one of your streams, I mentioned something. As I was building it, this is why sometimes I don't blame Hasbro, because I think sometimes, most of the time, they have a reason behind some we call failures. This is the first R2 Black Series, the small ones.
Oh.
So as I was building, I'm like, there is no way that the new R2 would fit. And this is the proper scale, like 112. And this one fit. I still have to work a little bit on the angles, but it perfectly fits. So I thought maybe Hasbro got the blueprints of R2 from the vehicles and not from, because there's no way this one fits in here. And that's the new one, new R2.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that could make a lot of sense.
And we mentioned last time about the light gun ship. What we see on screen, when you start to build, you clearly see that there is a difference sometimes on the size. That's one of the example, because it clearly fits in this one.
Need those buzz droids.
Yeah, Buzz Droid tier instantly. Let me ask you this. Because it is a rather small one-man fighter. But compared to the A-Wing, it is...
Yes, it's the size of the snow speeder. What is
'Cause
scale?
I
It
saw-
it seriously looked so small,
Yeah.
just like
It's
on the flat
And the
surface.
snow speeder is a 2-man
Yeah.
ship, you know?
Mhm.
So I just didn't put that together. But
Wow.
Caleb here says that could be a retail item, fan channel perhaps.
absolutely for sure.
So I'm like wondering, would this be a HasLab, or maybe it would be in the same vein as the TVC throne room set where it was like made to order and they just
Yeah.
put it up on Pulse?
See, now that would be something really interesting for them to try. Would be to give us a Black Series item like that that's the made to order route. That's expensive, but you can just pre-order it if you want it. They're going to make it no matter what. So,
Just look at all these ships together. That's what I love to see.
I know. It's so awesome. It looks so good.
And I'm like,
Unfortunately, I can't display everything. I'm planning to move soon
Right.
with my wife. We're expecting first little girl for July, so I
Yeah,
had to empty a
congrats.
room. Thank
Yep.
you very much before we move. And one day, that's my end goal, is just to display everything with stands, proper action figures, characters. But as I said, this one is a good option because we need a new Anakin.
yeah, I know I said it before we started streaming, but congratulations on that.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure that's going to be very fun for you.
Yeah. That's
It
awesome.
is. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So that's my other selected item as a vehicle or a Haslab both. So my
Yeah.
question again, would you back it? Would you buy it?
Oh.
Depending on the price for sure.
Oh, 100%. I would
I-
almost think this was my idea with the Jedi Interceptors. Let's look at the Snowspeeder. I know that was 2020 and COVID and inflation and yada yada. That has happened within the past 4 or 5 years. The Snowspeeder was 120. They lost money on the Snowspeeder. Even at full price, they lost money. Since it's a similar size to Snowspeeder, let's double the price. And let's double the price of the Snowspeeder and get Dream Project level detail. Dream Project level. There I go with my hands again. Dream Product level detail paint apps. Newly tooled Anakin. There is a newly tooled Anakin coming.
True.
Yak says
Yeah.
P. Let's double the price of the Snowspeeder to get a HasLab Dream Project quality like level Jedi Interceptor. So that would be 240. Let's just bump it to 250. Times it by 2 to get Obi-Wan's and get a $500 HasLab Obi-Wan and Anakin's just to get both just right off the bat. Great paint, great sculpted details, just everything is perfect. Newly tooled figures, so like a new Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan, new Revenge of the Sith Anakin, with the headset and the buzz droids and maybe some like, because you know, whose is it? And the ship starts shutting down. That is Obi-Wan's when he's getting attacked by all those buzz droids and Anakin has to like swerve over and destroy him. So maybe like some interchangeable panels that show the damage that the buzz droids are doing. A little R2 like electric
That's a good
zap.
idea. Sure.
Yeah.
A little R2.
Yeah. His little
Hit the buzz droid, center eye. Yeah. And $500 and you get both. What do you guys think about that?
sold.
I agree, 100% sold as well.
That'd be the easiest purchase I've made in my entire life.
Yeah. Now the price was $120 for a Snowspeeder. I'm fairly certain it was $120. I can double check that for you though, Peak.
I think it was 120, I'm pretty sure. We shall see.
Yes, it was $119.99 back in 2020. It's currently worth $166.48 without shipping.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, it was 120, and that was back in 2020. They were working on it before the pandemic because it came out in 2020. So add in the pandemic and inflation, and actually give us that HasLab Dream quality level of detail and paint and just. Let me ask you this: how, as a customizer, you're doing this all from scratch? How do you do windows? Do you use like
Uh,
transparent filament?
I haven't worked on that, as you can see. I'm
Right.
not really familiar with it. I have a friend that can do it, but it's the least of my. It's not finished. Everything is not finished. Well, this is bought, but there's still some details that I have to work on. I made a mistake here because I mirrored the file instead of just redoing it.
Mm.
And
Oh, so you have the hole
yeah,
in there.
but I will patch or put something over there.
Mm.
Um, there's a lot of work, I'd say. Just let me tell you, I was using foam. That's why it's called Star Wars Master Plaster and plaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, there is more sanding and plastering in these projects than just working on foam. It's really hard to get the angle, especially if you want to, because you definitely not print the whole piece on one printer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to make it like smooth and perfect, it's a hell of a job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Albert says he'd prefer the A-Wing because he's an OT guy. I totally get it. We're OT first, top priority people as well. But I
Mm-hmm.
also think Hasbro needs to understand that they have a new generation, a new market of collectors who are willing to spend an absurd amount of money on prequel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously, anyone is capable of enjoying the prequels, like, you know, Gen X, boomers, whoever, but the millennials and even the younger, like, Gen Z people who grew up on prequels, Clone Wars, we are now at that age where we're getting our careers, we have some expendable income,
Absolutely, yeah.
you know. So I've been saying that for a long time. I think Hasbro should take a gamble, and they're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They should be able to take a gamble on some of this stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
and with Haslab, it's like you only have X to lose, like the labor of designing it, promoting it. You know, it's not like they're gonna make 80,000 units and then they're taking a gamble in retail. It's like you get a guaranteed amount of sales with Haslab. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
even that much of a risk compared to just releasing, you know, a regular, you know, regular retail vehicle, which famously all failed for Black
Mhm.
Series.
Right. They all
I can
ended up
see
on
from the
on clearance.
I can see from the chat that most people would want a Jedi Interceptor over A-Wing, so
Mm-hmm.
we can already see a rank here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's already becoming clear what Chad is
Mhm.
really digging.
Yeah. And oh, Toby, I agree. 100. I mean, we're millennials. We weren't alive for the OT, and that's still my favorite. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it doesn't matter how anyone is capable of enjoying X thing. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's what
matter
I
what
said.
your age is. I just mean the people who grew up with the prequels and Clone Wars and all that. They're gonna have like that level of nostalgia now to where we would be willing to drop some bills to get this stuff. You know. I mean, that's fair, Godzilla fan. It says a multi-billion-dollar company shouldn't need to do a crowdfunding campaign in the first place. I don't think they need to do it either, but if this is the avenue to get cool stuff, I don't really care. Um, I'm not saying they need to do this either. They can do whatever they want to get me the figures that I want. But if this is the avenue they're choosing, and if this is the way I can get something really cool in the collection, I have no problem with a HasLab. Got Lukeness Monster in the chat saying that is the coolest thing ever.
So, Luke, would you get an A-Wing or a Jedi Interceptor?
Oh, if I know Lukeness, he's going Interceptor.
Right.
Yeah.
if I know anything about Lukeness.
All right, so we can move to the next one.
Music
So
to
this
my
one
ears.
is not really this was
Right.
not really a good choice, and I'll tell you why. It's good to have as a display. It's good to have because we see it everywhere. But man, it's so hard to keep it standing. Is the ATST.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Go.
ATST.
ATST. Look at this.
ATST.
Look at the size of that thing. I'm Wedge.
Oh,
I literally feel like Wedge right now.
right.
Cut the cheddar.
Wow. That is a
Now,
lot bigger than I.
Is he going to remove his hand? That is my main question.
No, I will not. As I said, it's really, that's why, like, there are screws. I don't remember who made the files, but you can see, like, he did pretty well, a good job having screws. I just
Look at
have to
that
tighten
weathering.
them every time to tighten the screws around. But that was an option. Why? Because, yeah, the size is doable. It doesn't look, it's not that big. It's just
Right.
the length. But it would be a very good option because we need the ATST pilot.
True. That is another big
That's
missing puzzle piece.
So the ATST pilot, the ATST, we can add maybe 1 or 2 Ewoks, or, you know, the new Chewie that we had could have been included in this one.
Yeah. That, now that I'm seeing how big it is, that's the thing. Is like scale is just so hard to like get a grasp on, because you do one, like, this is true to scale if this existed in real life. Right? You do
Yeah.
that for all your products. I think you said that last time.
Yeah, the scale is very, very important.
Or not products,
to me.
projects.
Yeah, the scale is very, very important. I'm very picky about the scale. If the scale wasn't that important, I would probably have gotten into TVC. But as I said, even the vehicles, I wanted to make that Razor Crest at first, really scaled. So yeah, the scale is just I have blueprints that you can see maybe here that I use. That's for
Getting the
example
blueprints.
for the X-wing here.
Oh, okay.
Nice. That's awesome.
Very cool.
I have one for every ship, I think, starship, that I use as a reference. I have here because the Falcon as well.
Nice. Where's the Falcon, Razzie?
Yeah. We want to see the Falcon in the garage.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I can't
So what do you
park my
think of
cars
the-
in here.
What do you think of the ATST then? Is it a good choice as a Haslab?
If they can do some incredibly sturdy ratchet joints on every, like, little
Yeah.
point in the legs,
I feel like that would be my biggest concern, would be the stability of the ATST, because we know the TVC version has stability issues. We also know that the Marvel Legends team has done large scale characters without ratchet joints. So
oh my gosh, what a poop show.
it wouldn't surprise me if they tried to do something like that, but I would hope that at this point, if they wanted to do the ATST, that it would have some really nice ratchet joints and be super sturdy.
Yeah, that's a must.
Oh!
Or you just glue it and you don't make it, like articulations don't move. And I really don't want that, you know, for future displays or.
Of course.
But it's really hard to.
Because you're gonna
it's
pose
impossible.
it tripping on the logs.
Yeah.
Yak is dropping some very cool information that this has officially been considered for Haslab, and I do know that there are like focus groups. I don't know anything about
That's
them.
good to
I don't
know.
know how you get to be a part of that, but there are Haslab related focus groups that I've heard just through online, just listening to streams or videos, and there's some sort of focus groups with Haslab. What's up, Fulcrum Frequency? Thanks for joining the stream.
And it's not that massive, you know, it's just the legs. When you look at the ATST itself, like just the head, it's not as big as a snowspeeder. But the legs make them like look high and big. And but the characters is for me what made me choose the ATST as an option as a Haslab for people.
I want them. I actually wouldn't have enough room. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's a top shelf item, but never mind. I actually don't know where I would display that.
It'd have to go right behind you where the Minecraft figs are.
Oh, snap. Yeah. So that's the ATST, Razzie, is another very frequent suggestion it's just as frequent as the Jedi Interceptors. I think Jedi Interceptors and ATST are like the two most common suggestions that I see, at least. And I used to be really heavy on ATST. I used to be a big supporter of the ATST. But now I don't know. I think in recent months, I fear for the thing's ability to stand, because the Hasbro team claimed they fixed the ATST in 3 3/4 inch, but it still has stability issues. Even after in their stream they said they fixed it. So
It
I
definitely has.
worry, if it would be able to stand.
Unless you put stands like on the top knees or in the back, transparent stands, at least 4 of them, I would say. There is no way
Yeah.
that this thing will stand.
Mm-hmm.
And I printed 100% infill for the legs just to make sure it's heavier than the top, right? And to make sure it's
Yeah.
stable, but it always moves.
Yeah, was I into 3D printing the last time you're on stream? Because now that I am, I'm actually like
Yeah.
understanding what you're saying when you're talking about like
Mhm.
infill and stuff.
Yeah, you were, because I remember you were asking about that. You had problem in printing in the X 450. Wow.
Sheesh.
That makes sense. Depending on the characters that they add, that makes sense. 450 would make sense.
I'd want that Ewok with the glider, man. Because I
Yes.
know Toby, I think the Rancor failed for more than one reason. I don't think
Yeah.
it failed just because of
Malakili
Malakili or
or
Ula.
Ula.
It was like there's like 10 things you can list of why that failed. But I would argue that the ATST would be probably a better candidate because it's an army builder. You wouldn't really want to army
is
build
true.
Rancors, but I could see a market for people who would want more than one ATST.
Yeah, definitely. You're not wrong about
The
that.
rank,
So
you are right. It was really close, and I'm forever depressed for that.
I ordered 2 of them, by the way, for the Rancor,
Ooh.
because for my displays. And if I knew they was going to appear on Book of Boba Fett, I would probably have taken 3 of them. It's just, it was really like the Christmas time, buying gifts, all that stuff. And it gets pretty, like, you get messy with the Black Series name on Haslab, because when you say Black Series, for me, it's 1/12 scale. But when you start
Yes.
making helmets and lightsabers, which are 1/1 scale, and naming them, labeling
Speak.
them Black Series, it kind of creates, even my wife, like, she knows a bit about what I'm collecting. And she looks at the helmets, she's like, oh, it's Black Series as well? Wouldn't be like another line?
you'd
So
think.
yeah, you can call them fails, but for me, the only real project was the Rancor. The other ones are not really 1/12 scale.
I mean, you're just spitting
Facts.
facts right now, because I do know that some TVC fans will use Riva's saber against us. Like, oh, you guys got 2 failed Haslabs in a row. You guys don't deserve another one. I'm like, no. It's 1. Let's be real. I would love it if Hasbro just randomly decided to put the Vintage Collection logo on the helmets. Just why not? You randomly put the Black Series logo on it. Let's start randomly putting the Vintage Collection logo on lightsabers and helmets and see how you like it.
They'll
It's
start
just
doing.
a matter of principle, it's not asking for
Premium.
much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, this should have called it another name, but sabers are not Black Series for me. Helmets are not Black Series, even if I'm buying them. These projects that we're talking about today that I'm sharing, for me, would have been better potential than what we've seen so far.
Not Obi-Wan, yes. Add it to the bingo card.
Mm-hmm.
Roleplay should be its own category, and it pretty much is. Like, they call those things elite like Force Effects Elite lightsabers. Just call them Force Effects Elite lightsabers by Hasbro. Call the helmets Premium Elite helmets or something. Like, just make that the Elite series. Like, forget about all that Disney Store Elite series. Make Hasbro Elite series. Make that the helmets and lightsabers. So we don't have 2 failed Black Series Haslabs.
For a brief period of time, they relabeled the 3 3/4 inch line as Black Series.
Yeah, and then there was also like they made little helmets that were Black Series, and they made
The little ships, the little titanium figures. There's all sorts of weird stuff around like 2015 when Red and Black Box
Yeah.
dropped.
But you see, we had the Black Series vehicles. These made sense with the red and black boxes. They made sense because they were 112-inch, 112 scale. I mean, so it's normal that we call them
Series
Black Series.
Trivial Pursuit. I totally forgot about that. That's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Is it about Black Series or is it
No,
about Star Wars?
I think it's just a general Star Wars.
That would be an excellent. Oh my gosh! Someone find that. I wonder if it's cheap. Someone send that to the PO box, and we'll play Black Series Trivial Pursuit on stream.
Yeah, wouldn't that
Please.
be awesome? Now you got me curious. I got to look at eBay.
Because remember our Black Series trivia that we did, like way back in the day. We did a episode of Figure It Out. That was Black Series trivia where Nate made up the questions and then I had to answer. But that was actually about Black Series.
$50, about 50
Sheesh.
for a complete Star Wars Black Series Trivial Pursuit. I forgot
those
all
are
about
metal?
this.
Those were metal, Brent. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I do have a couple of these.
Yeah, I've
The
got a
two
couple
packs?
of the helmets too.
Oh.
Some of them were just so cheap. I was like, when they're like $2.
It's okay, comrade. There's plenty of Black Series fans that are mean as well.
Absolutely.
There's meanies in every category, comrade. Bobcat 39.
Not Obi-Wan is asking, Razzie, have you ever tried doing any creatures?
No, the only one I made actually, I'm not really good at painting creatures, like faces as well. I'm really bad. The only one that I made, it was a try that a friend of mine printed and I painted it myself. But it's a glossy, it's not even matte. But no, unfortunately, I'm not good at painting them.
Looks great though.
Thanks, yeah.
All right, Razzie, are you ready for my suggestion for Haslab?
Sure.
All right. Let me... Not like that. There we go. I had... In our Discord, I had an official detailed Haslab idea. And it is this. The AAT. Specifically from the Phantom Menace.
Ooh.
And the reason I chose this, I wish I could go back and like find. Maybe I can like look it up real quick because I had it all mapped out, like the tiers. Oh,
There you go.
okay, yes, AAT, and these are my tiers. Let me go back to my browser. The AAT with the droid commander. When in
With the
Phantom
yellow?
Menace, yeah. He's like he's on the top part. We don't have this OOM-9. That's because I recently learned that this is the same commander from the beginning of Phantom Menace. This is the same character.
Oh,
Bit of Phantom Menace trivia for you. It's a named droid.
that's funny. I have the Phantom Menace figure of OOM-9,
Oh, nice.
the 3 3/4 inch one.
So this would be the AAT, and the reason I would choose AAT is because, from what I understand, it is like a 2 droid vehicle. There's only 2 like B1s in this thing, so I think size wise it's doable. And then my tier ideas. Okay, so AAT with the B1 commander base offering, the tiers being the Droidica on the retro card because we have the Droidica coming. And I'm framing this in a Battle of Naboo, Gungans versus CIS, Phantom Menace. So not Clone Wars. Okay, another tier being a Buma damaged B1.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and see.
I
Battle
made one actually,
droid
the AH
Boomer.
showed it last stream, but it was a
Hmm.
problem in the, as you said, it fits only two, maybe three droids max, unless I expand it a little bit.
Yeah, so I want to get like some crazy effect for like the battle droid whenever it gets hit by a Booma. What else did I get on here? Oh, and a big Booma. So I want these big blue balls in the line.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Give me those.
Those those big blue balls.
Those big blue
Yeah.
balls. All right. Oh, and a stab, since they are in this as well. So if you're not familiar with that, it is this.
I think I made one of these as well. It's just on storage. Yeah, this would be amazing with I hear you out, Justin. It's a
I
very good choice.
I don't know why we never just got a deluxe B1 with a stap in Black Series.
Right, because look
It's
how
so
small it is.
it's so small. This is the one Bandai model kit.
Oh,
I
maybe we can
wish.
get Roos Carpals.
Oh no.
My bad.
He was so happy with my suggestion here. He just went crazy.
We've all been there.
No, we want Clone Wars. No. Give me prequel film stuff. We have so much Clone Wars. Give me prequel film things. It's like we are desperately missing prequel film stuff. They're going to do all that Clone Wars stuff regardless. They're going to give us the endless clone repaints regardless. Give me from the movie the AAT, bro. Oh my gosh, give me that tan color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that tan color. A
Did you
little
see
bit
how
of
I painted
wash
mine?
and
I painted mine the same color. That was exactly. I was hesitating between this one and the blue from Clone Wars, but the first one that I saw was this
Yeah.
one.
You gotta go classic.
and look at I was actually re-watching last year's stream at work. I had it playing, and you did say last year that this ran a bit small for you.
Yes, because when you look at it, so I took always movie shots or some images as a reference. When you look at the top droid with his head out of the vehicle, this is usually what we see on the movies, right? So I started from there, printing, slowly going down, and then I realized there is no way that another droid or two droids would fit inside the vehicle. So the top is kind of scaled, but not the bottom part.
Look at that. Give me that carbon scoring and
It's beautiful.
yeah, this would be sick.
Lucas is asking, do you still have the files for the AAT?
Let me get those files.
Yes, for sure. I found them online, and yeah, definitely DM me.
Oh, Lucas is like, I want an AAT.
Bro, where's my ladders at? Where's my ladders at?
Yeah.
If you're ever
at
wondering
the
why...
dinner table. You guys want to have dinner? Oh yeah, just got to move the lat.
Let's sit around the lab.
What an amazing piece.
It's in
but
my ear, not Obi-Wan. It's in my ear. I'm still working.
dual monitors, bro.
Turns out not Obi-Wan is literally my manager.
You're about to get undercover bossed. No.
I had to click on this.
I love
had to
it.
click
One
on
of my favorite, if not my favorite so far.
I mean,
Oh,
look at
yeah.
the wing span on that.
I displayed without the wings, to be frank. There's no way these wings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like even if for some reason a lat actually happened, I would also be like, I'd probably pop the back wing off so you could like push it all the way up against a wall.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I tried, but
having like both wings out that'd be a shelf destroyer.
yeah, I tried. That's a good idea, Nate, but it tends to, overbalance on the other wing because it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And the infill on the wings was really high as well.
I was gonna say, what would you estimate the lat weighs, the one that you made?
Let me get you back on this. I have no idea, to be frank with you, but it's very, very heavy.
Well, because people always the response to a lat gunship could work is, well, I'll just hang it from my ceiling.
No, 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 no. There is no way. Even
But
with
You're gonna
minimal,
die.
even with minimal infill and weight, there is no way you can hang that one.
yeah, and I don't know like what kind of money these people have where they would be comfortable hanging a Haslab from their ceiling. Because like that falls, that breaks. You can't just go to the store and buy another one.
Right.
Yeah.
And this
Like-
would fall. Like I can only imagine how heavy this is.
Yeah, no matter what kind of fishing line or industrial strength screws you put into the ceiling.
Hey,
It
where's
won't
the
work.
ghost at?
Yeah, Razzie, 1/12 ghost win.
I need a room for that, a whole room.
Oh yeah. I love looking. I frequently come back to this Instagram post. I'm like, man,
You know that every day I'll just walk by and I look at it for 2, 3 minutes and then I go.
yeah,
I mean, that's the purpose of displaying, just enjoying it,
right. That's one of my favorites of yours for sure. Just because it's just one of those things where I didn't expect you to do it.
It was a big challenge. It
Yeah.
wasn't something that I was like planning to be easy or else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that is my official, like, that is my number one pitch for Haslabs.
My
So-
second favorite is the repaint of the TIE Fighter that I made for
Oh.
Sabine. That's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Beautiful. So awesome.
So this is just the Black Series one, right? And you
Yeah.
repainted it? Yeah.
Mhm. I cut the edges, right, to remove that useless wheel.
Oh, right, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks so good. Toby says need that Vader's chamber.
Yeah, where's
That was a
at?
cool one too. Yeah, that's the old Vader. At that time I didn't have the new one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Looks so good. Commander
I
Cook
have
says
the cover as well. I just didn't print it. I didn't display it. I mean, on the picture.
probably kind of be hard to display a little bit.
True. Do you sell files? No, I don't sell files. I buy them actually.
You do a lot of custom work on your own though. Like when we've talked in the past, sometimes you'll take like a file from someone, but then you yourself
All the time. Yeah.
will tweak it to make it your own. So
hmm Well, I've studied AutoCAD. It's very different, but I'm able to. At first, I was going to draw some files, but it takes a lot of time. That's why I'm happy now. The community, there are a lot of people that sell files, make files. I'm really happy about it because it helps me doing what I want to do.
you know me, I love that skiff.
That was actually to my next one as the second
Oh, this?
Haslab.
I like Luke's comment, bro.
Yeah. Ooh. Look at that.
You're speaking to me. You're speaking to me.
So this is one of my favorites. Sorry, this doesn't stand yet very good. I'm still working on it. So give me that with all the goons.
Yep, easy. I would literally pay 300, no questions asked, for Skiff and
Like
the
if
goons.
you got like Klaatu or like all the other ones, the Weequay and
Right, at least like the hero Skiff, because obviously you could get into, well, what about the second Skiff with all the other guys on it?
well, yeah. What if, since this is, well, I want to say smaller, but like it's still pretty big. But what if they marketed it as the hero skiff, and it just came with those, but then the tiers were like the goons, and then it becomes kind of an army builder, like, or not an army builder, but you would be enticed to buy more than one.
Yeah,
So you could get like the hero one, and then the other more villainous one.
I'd be so into that. Obviously,
Yeah.
Jabba's palace, Jabba's goons. That's
That's
my stuff.
packs, the TVC pack, Jabba goons. They're the same thing. That's what I want for Black Series.
Yeah.
with this one. Definitely need, even for Jabba's Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is so good. I love that.
Later, J Rex. Thanks for checking out the stream. Have a good day.
And it's so beautiful. This is one of my favorite to display actually, because you can put all the characters in here. Comparing to
Right.
the Jedi or the A-Wing where you just have one character inside of it, this is like very good for display.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love having my TVC skiff on display. It's a great piece to put all those characters on.
Oh yeah.
Does the plank slide in and out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Then we need a Sarlacc pit and
Yep, Sarlacc pit Dio. It'll be like the Dune 2 popcorn bucket.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm trying to show. So it's pretty much the length is much bigger than the
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
snow
That's a
speeders.
big that's
See,
a
in
big
my head,
ball.
I'm like, it's not that big.
Right. Like, oh yeah, it's not
And you
bad.
put it next to the good call with the snow, just having the snow speeder there for the stream.
Right.
Yeah, because most of us have it, right? And it can give you an idea on the size.
Mhm.
Yeah. The Tunisi bucket. The Shai Haludisi. Lisa
So-
Nalgaib.
I think Nate, that would be your number one.
Yeah, I would cry tears of joy if they did anything Jabba's palace.
Mm-hmm.
That would be incredible. I would love it if they did the TVC playset as a Black
Mhm.
Series item.
Yeah,
I'd pay like $400 for that. Absolutely.
I'm like trying to see, like, yeah, give us the Weequay, give us the other
yeah, exactly. Give us all
And
of
then
that.
villains.
Right. There's the Weequay that has like the different tunic on, and then there's the driver.
A little pack of sand,
Kathaba.
Barada.
Yeah. Just a different color bandana. and a white shirt instead.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Give us all these.
It'd be so awesome. And like I feel like they could give us a few of Jabba's goons right now with a decent amount of reuse and just like, new heads. Obviously, we've seen what Landspeeder Luke can do. He's made quite a few
Yeah.
palace goons with just, new heads, a couple, pieces here and there.
Yeah, I saw. I just don't have a 3D printer, resin 3D printer. I'm not good with painting faces, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I saw.
I'll take two.
That's true.
True, we'd have to get into resin printing, Luke.
Yep. Got to get a resin printer. Maybe that'll be my thing. You can have the 3D printer and I'll have the resin printer.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the garage. And then it'll look like I'm doing like tough guy stuff in the garage. Like, yeah, I'm working on the Ford.
Yep.
But what they don't know is I mean Harrison Ford.
Gosh.
And I'm like, that was a bad joke. It's
You're dressing up your dolls, is what you're doing.
right. I love playing with my dolls.
Oh yeah.
That's half the fun.
True.
Right.
All right, the next one, that's actually, I think, my top one. Not because of the ranking, but we definitely need all of that.
Uh-oh.
I'm still working on it. It's not finished yet.
Yes.
The size.
Cue the comments, bro. It'd be so easy to do a cockpit.
That is, again, it's just so much bigger than I thought.
Yeah. Can you stand it up and
Sure.
just real quick, Razzie? Oh my! Look it's the size of the snow speeder. That's crazy. So there you go, everyone that says Bro, what about just doing cockpits?
So give me that with all new sculpted look, everything
Yeah.
that we need. Hand, I have the figured swan. That's the one I use for my
Nice.
displays, but we definitely need Black Series. I need more of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think the cockpit, and again, not only Black Series collector would buy this, but I think most of people will like Star Wars because it's a piece that you can display and it will look pretty well.
Yeah. It would
That's
definitely
crazy.
be a great idea. Like I would be totally into like little small diorama-esque things like this, like cockpits.
Yeah. I'd be down for it.
And like you know, we're in desperate need of all new A New Hope figures for the entire
Obi,
main
Han,
cast.
Luke, Leia,
Mm-hmm.
3PO,
And it's
new reflective
in
3PO.
scale. It's definitely in scale.
Mm.
Again, I just didn't finish that project yet, but it's
Mm-hmm.
something that I think would really sell very well, especially that we need the new sculpts with for the main characters. But don't you agree with me that anybody would buy this, not only Black Series collectors or
Oh yeah, this could definitely be some really great casual bait, especially
Yeah.
if they included the entire crew and it was just like a one and done purchase. You don't have to go buy any extra figures on your own or anything like that.
Mhm.
Easy. Now, what do you think? What do you think that would be like realistically priced at, Razzie?
Depends on how many figures you include in there.
So let's say it's Han, Luke, Leia, and
Good.
Obi Wan.
425, 450 maybe.
Hmm.
Depends also if you add the lights because this one I'm making my the files myself.
Mm-hmm.
So the interior is really not done yet. But if you add some LED lights, it could go up easily to 500. I mean, it's the Falcon, right? It's the most iconic one.
Right. Now, are you designing that current piece to put lighting in it eventually?
Yes, it's something that I'm putting on hold right now because I'm working on many projects at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm trying to draw the working with the scale is not easy. Like there is no way Chewie fits in a regular 112 cockpit unless you play with the height a little bit.
Right. Of course. Of course.
But yeah, the Falcon with all the Black Series main characters would be a top choice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be a no brainer if you ask me. Yeah.
500 ish. 500 would be top max, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea, Cornholio. Put Finn and Poe and Ray.
Oh yeah,
That'll
that is
work
so good.
out. Yeah. Albert says, imagine a shelf full of lit cockpits. I'd get them all.
That's a very good idea, actually, to have a cockpit series line. You know, you can
Right.
have the Razor Crest. It's doable. You can even have the. There's a picture actually on Instagram where I only made the lat gunship because I started with the cockpit. This is something that you can have and you can display.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. Hey, they could reuse the TIE fighter and just don't print the wings.
That's a very good idea as well. Yeah, or make the what's the one? I've seen one. I don't remember who made it. The files for the new Ahsoka ships on only the cockpit. I think it was
Mm,
Layer Creations or some designer. That's
okay.
also a very good idea that cockpits would sell.
Jesse says CIS command bridge with Admiral Trench. I'm in. Say
And
less.
that would be a very good one. You mean the full cockpit cut in half, maybe? Do you see the exterior on one side and the interior on the other one with some LED
Oh,
lights? Oh, wow.
but which
I
trench
like
would we
that.
get? Which trench? Let's
So yeah,
see.
that was pretty much it for the Haslab slash big vehicles that we
Mm-hmm.
can have. But you were talking earlier about the STAP. You
Yes.
know,
Yep.
I think we Black Series we need vehicles that are no brainer. They should be on the line. As the one that we have here is the Scout from Endor.
Mm-hmm.
I bought, maybe not to brag, but to tell you how much I need these. I have, I think, like 10, 12 of them for
Dang.
display purposes. So that's a good one to have, right? But
Mm-hmm.
remember, you guys made a review not long ago about a figure. So I have this vehicle here as well.
Oh ho ho!
Ooh.
Yes, now that's what I'm talking about. The Imperial Patrol Trooper Speeder. Perfect size.
Perfect size comparing to this one here. It's even a little bit smaller, I'd say. That's something that would sell.
Man. And it's like we kind of talk about in that video too. It's almost like they designed that the figure itself to be able to,
Yeah.
grip onto the speeder because he's got butterfly joints, the first trooper with butterfly joints. Like they were probably cooking at one point, especially since they went so hard on all the solo figures.
Yeah.
I bet they had this cooking and then for some reason they were just like, eh.
Yeah, because of the articulations, right?
Yeah, the art it just makes sense with how they updated the articulation for that particular trooper.
Hmm. This is not a must, but this is something that we could definitely have on.
Oh, for sure.
A must for me is I don't have it here, but Maul Speeder
Yep, that's a absolute.
with the Maul,
Especially with
or
that one, I'm like SH Figure Arts can do it, Black
mhm,
Series can do it.
or a Bark Speeder. This one I'm still working on it.
I was just about to ask you about a bark speeder because that one is pretty large compared to the other speeders.
Well, if you compare it to, well, I'm not gonna compare it to this one. Give me 1 second. Oh, I have the right one. So here's the size.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Razzi's
Comparison
coming with
between.
receipts.
Yeah, I totally forgot they did that because I sold mine.
Yep.
It gives you an idea on the the
Yeah, you're
size.
right. They've done it before.
So for me, this is a must. I'm still working on this one. I have printed, I think, 3 or 4 of the Bark Speeders.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you my favorite one. That's really a custom made. I don't even think we saw it on the movies or else.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
An Umbra Operative Custom Bark Speeder. That looks great.
Love that.
That literally looks real. If you
Isn't
were
it
like,
cool?
if you were like, yeah, this is from like some comic book, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That looks really great.
Thanks. I love this one. This is my favorite. It's just because it's a custom. But this is something that we should definitely have on the line. I mean, we
Yeah.
all buy Bark Speeders.
Putting it in perspective with the swoop bike, I'm like, okay, yep, no brainer.
Yeah, my idea for Hasbro to release a bark speeder would be Commander Neo from Revenge of the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would just be a no-brainer to
Oh,
do.
definitely. Yeah.
So if you guys in chat, if anyone doesn't know what that is, I'll show you real quick.
Tony.
It's that bark speeder from Revenge of the Sith, that brief scene.
The red
but
one, right?
you're right. It has some red markings because it's 91st Recon Corps. But give me that theatrical style Commander Neo on the 2023 body. I'm down.
Quit
Down for
playing
that.
with me, Justin. Quit playing with me.
I'd be so down. But yeah, I love the black and yellow one.
No. The bark is a must on the line, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
No matter the color. But I'm planning to do the whole Legion, and all of these that I'm showing, I'm still working on them. It's not fully finished. That's one of my favorite.
Whoa.
There we
ATRC.
go.
That's another one I think they could do just as a normal vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like the STAP, the ATRT, the
Throw it
speeder
up on
bikes,
Pulse.
it literally all can fit Darth Maul's speeder. It can all fit into that like scout trooper with the speeder bike category where it's not super expensive. It's a one-person vehicle. Could be so
Right.
great. Could be so great. And it looked like we had a leg down there.
Yeah, it's not. I'm still working on it. It's the same
Yeah.
problem with the ATST.
Of course, of course.
No, it's either you glue them once for all, but then you cannot play with the articulations, or they're gonna keep falling.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it on what else we have here as vehicles. That for me like would be a must, but I'm working on some other cool stuff.
Ooh.
Nice. Little display base.
It's from the New Hope, the carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that the guy is like riding at the front?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
That's
When I
awesome.
think Luke and Leia are sitting here.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah, one of my favorite is actually this one is from Easy. Easy Mel is a designer on Instagram, or you can buy files from him. This is inspired from the Kenner one.
Beautiful.
Oh,
That's
And that's the
awesome.
112. It's the hot carrier,
Mm-hmm.
and it's inspired from the Kenner one.
nice.
Get the Kenner crowd in here.
Yeah, I like seeing some of this different, kind of out of pocket stuff. I like that.
Tom Bowling says, "What about the General Grievous 6-wheel bike?"
I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that would ever happen, but I'd grab it.
An RC General Grievous wheel bike that actually functions, and you could put the little Black
And it's
Series
on
figure in
one
there.
wheel.
Wing!
Yeah.
Send it down the street.
Mhm.
Man, I just got myself hyped on that.
And then you get the boga or whatever it's called that
Yeah.
Obi-Wan rides.
Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah, 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 wah. Oh
yeah.
man, great stuff. Earlier I had not Obi-Wan's question up, but it was further up in the chat. But status update on AT-AT, Razzie?
I'm still working on the back, but no, not yet. I've been working on many projects at the same time.
Oh yeah.
As soon as I move, I think it would be like the start from like finishing the AT-AT. And keep in mind, I'm working on many projects at the same time. You know, the Endor forest that I did with plaster, the cantina as well. Well, I left everything down in storage at a friend house, and guess what? Flooded basement,
Oh
everything.
No.
no.
Yeah, so I threw everything away. But I'm rebuilding everything with. So I printed the whole Endor forest. I'm working on it as well. So that slows me down a lot on my projects. I'm also working on Death Star diorama, which you know
Ooh.
many. I think give me a second, I can show you that. So all right, so here's the Endor forest that I'm working on.
Oh
my
man.
gosh.
Look at that. That is awesome.
This is what
You
I
have
love to see.
Land Speeder Luke's bunker there.
Sick.
Great piece.
How's that for a Kenner Ewok Village playset?
Yeah. And these trees, I'm like 5'9", almost 6, and these are high, very high. They're higher than I.
Yeah, that is huge.
Yeah.
So it's still rough, just still working on some stuff. You can see, have an idea on the scale here. Here.
Oh yeah. That drum.
I'm also,
I see the drum.
yeah, I'm also working on many parts for the Death Star.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, the conference room.
That's awesome.
Love that. Love that.
This is the trash. The prison with the
Oh, look at the little grate. And it has the hole.
trash compactor. I'm throwing away just small pieces here and there.
Nice. Is that a Landspeeder Luke one?
Yeah, that's a Land Speeder Luke.
Yeah.
This is the from Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah.
The droid.
Wow.
And what else? And here, the throne. Still working on it. It's not finished yet because I
That
broke
is
it.
huge. Oh, you
Yeah,
broke
that's a
it?
huge one. Yeah, I broke it during the first stream, actually. I've never fixed it since then, but
Oh, no. That
so
still
yeah.
looks cool.
Also, we have a hot diorama here.
Nice, yeah. Is that a Luke one as well? Because I know he has something like that.
Luke and Charvies. I encourage all these designers, on Patreon.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, working on many projects at the same time.
Whoa, look at that moisture evaporator. Sick. Yeah, not someone's asking how many printers do you have?
Believe it or not, to
Just two. All right.
takes more time to glue everything, paint,
Yeah.
than printing.
Yeah, I love the little room tour we just got. Man,
Oh, it's a
and I
mess.
saw
I wish
the
I could show
dish
more of this.
turret from Hoth. That would be cool to get.
This one here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this one is made by Ismail. Actually, he's very good
Okay.
designer. Both of them.
Yeah, and that other turret is so cool too. Can a figure go inside of that?
Here, this one?
Yeah.
Yes. Give me 1 second. I think I even made the ladder inside. I don't remember if I have it there or not.
Mm-hmm. Little gunner. That is just... I love the weathering on that. Whoa!
Hey,
So you could stick a gunner in there? That's cool.
nice.
Hang on. Just gonna put Luke. I don't have the Hot Trooper displayed for now.
Like, hey guys! I'm in the turret.
Dude, he's playing Battlefront.
Yeah.
Luke's playing Battlefront.
Oh, that's awesome. I would love that piece as well. It just like helps flesh out the Hoth display so much.
Man.
And we have a lot of cool Hoth stuff in the line.
Yep.
We have the Snowspeeder, the Wampa, the Tauntaun. We have the centerpiece.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
when
true.
you're working on many things at the same time, it doesn't help working on the AT-AT.
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely,
That thing
but-
was insane when you randomly, like, you brought that into frame the last stream. I was like, what?
Right, just like the head. And it's just like, yeah, this is just the head.
Yeah. Later, Big Bendu. Dopeness
Yeah.
Monster. That is Dopeness Monster.
So many great projects.
Oh, yeah.
We just need room, all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
the,
only have figures, and I feel like I need more room.
Yeah, could you imagine if like we seriously got into doing like diorama stuff?
Hey, I got the Tantive.
Right, that's true.
the
That's
Tanty.
true. Got your Tanty.
I've been thinking about doing some more diorama type stuff, and then just having it in storage and taking it out for like photos.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Like that Landspeeder Luke Death Star bridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's really got me feeling some type of way.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like for certain stuff like that too, you could just kind of work that into your Billy displays.
True, but it's a big one. It's a big one.
That's true.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you for showing all of this amazing stuff.
Absolute pleasure.
Always love the updates and seeing what's new.
Chubby the
Star
Ewok
Destroyer.
says, "Star Destroyer, please."
To
Oh,
scale.
yeah. Help me
Yeah.
out with it, right?
To scale. It'll just be the size of your block.
Yep.
If not bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
I have 3 TIE fighters, not displayed, but I put them one next to the other, just to have an idea what a hangar would be. And it's bigger than a block. The whole tank would be much bigger
yeah.
than a block.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even 112, I mean.
GTP Tantive wall set.
Yeah, I saw this comment and I was like, let's take a gander. We got any updates on this?
It's better to just forget. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming, guys. Shipping.
Oh, it's right around the corner. The Princess Edition's coming. Oh, it's going to be great. Keep calm and don't panic while I took your money. 2 years and 16 days later.
And that was 20 weeks ago.
Oh, jeez. Classic.
Why you gotta bring that up, Albert? Why you gotta bring that up?
You know, I was going to order until I saw you guys' video, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Luckily, I got my money back, Albert. I got my money back, luckily. I think Nate didn't, though, right?
No.
Yeah.
But I only did the partial payment, so in the grand scheme of things, not a total
Right.
loss, but not
Yeah.
not an ideal situation either. I was still kind of holding out hope that maybe one day it would happen, but
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
All right. Well, you guys want to get into some recent pickups?
Oh yeah, I got a couple tings. I got a couple 2-tree tings.
All right.
I just want to thank you guys for the comments. I'm just reading on the other screen because I cannot read on my phone. But yeah, thank you very much for all the nice comments.
Oh, yeah. Always tons of praise whenever you're on. All right. It's
Let's
like
go to
$100,
recent pickups,
right?
Lynn. Yeah, it was like 90.
Yeah. All right. Recent pickups.
Here we are.
All right. All right. All right. It's that time of the stream. It's recent pickups time.
All right, all right, all right.
Who would like to go first?
I think Razzie, our guest, the guest of honor, perhaps.
I don't have much, as you know, it's the dry season right now comparing to
Oh,
last
true.
year.
Oh
It's
yeah.
full rain. I didn't get much pickups, not Star Wars. However, I think I'm going all in with this new Lord of the Rings Diamond
Ooh.
Select line.
Ah. Now, did you custom paint that?
No, this is the new line that you can find on GameStop. The Series 6. It's not a custom, it's a Diamond Select Deluxe. It comes with many, especially for Sam, you have, I think, 2 sets of hands, backpack, 2 swords. The hate sculpt is not really, I don't know if it gives justice to it, but it's pretty much nice.
Yeah, you can see it. I have the first wave of these Diamond Select Lord of the Rings figures with the Sauron Build-A-Figure, but I haven't picked up anything after that.
Oh, these are the new ones. They're on pre-order, I think. Gandalf is on pre-order. I don't know if you heard about the new line coming in now, and I think I'm building also some dioramas for the Lord of the Rings because I wanted to buy the old ones, but I didn't like them much, to be honest, to be frank, the face sculpt. But this is the new series. So I have ordered Gandalf, the whole squad, Legolas, Aragorn, some Uruks here and there. They're on pre-order on GameStop.
It's weird seeing some figures with like a bunch of paint on them. My brain is automatically like, "Whoa, is that a custom like wash on that?"
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not. That's how the figure came.
Right.
Yeah, they look good. I like the Diamond Select figures besides the faces. If they could just get something better with faces,
Those feet.
we'd be doing something good here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, these are my only 2 pickups plus other TVCs, the new wave. But other than that, I'm actually updated. Yeah, I have everything that's been released. Oh, and I got the Grievous one, the Bandai Grievous that you have, Nathan. That's all.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. I'll go next.
All right.
So, I wanted to show off now that we split the loot, because last week we got a massive package from good old Todd.
Yeah, true.
That
Todd L, more like Todd W.
Yeah, who sent us a bunch of Bandai model kits.
Yep.
Nate and I split up the loot. I took the box over there, and we both sat down, crisscross applesauce, playing with toys, and split up the loot. And there's some Grail items in mine that I just wanted to highlight again. First being Bandai model kit Grievous. Got them
Oh,
all.
you got it as well.
Yeah, got them all put together. This does come with the lightsaber blades, the alt arms, and everything. I just haven't integrated these into my collection yet because I wanted to show them off on stream first. This is Grievous. And luckily, like, it's already painted by Todd. I'm not going to have to do, like, the line work. You know, it has those, like, darker details in there. So, and yeah, like, on the...
This is how you're displaying it?
No, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. It did not come... The only thing it didn't come with is, yeah, the cape that you just showed. Yeah, it does not come with the cape.
But this is a perfect scale. I mean, the other one is a joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. The Black Series one is terrible. And this is like... Because usually I do not mix... I'm usually just Black Series 6-inch only. But this is one of the few exceptions where I'm like, I am going to acquire the Bandai kit for Grievous. Because the scale is so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, just everything looks better. So Go ahead.
I know you had already said this, but I was dying. But amazing paint job by Todd L. too.
Yeah, like all those little details are hit with like the darker, you know, those details. So awesome. This is a grail item for me because the pre-orders were sold out, and it is, you know, kind of expensive too.
Yep.
Another one is an actual reflective 3PO.
Hey.
Wow.
So this is the Bandai Model Kit 3PO, and this is another one of my favorites out of this set, out of this lot, because I really, really wanted a reflective 3PO because the Black Series one is so matted. It just doesn't look nearly as good as this. Give me that shine, give me that reflective. You know, not even the carbonized Black Series figures look truly reflective, you know?
Yep.
Like, that's shiny. That's how, like, Captain Phasma should have looked.
Right. And honestly, like, the articulation is pretty limited, but it's C-3PO.
Just need him to stand there.
So it's like, if I could get the shiny gold and he just kind of stands there, that's fine with me.
Yep.
I'm cool with that.
Same here.
All right. I did choose... I just got by default.
That was weird. You kind
What
of cut
happened?
out. You cut for a second.
Oh, you had these, so I just got these by default. It's the R2 and the R5
Yep.
model kits.
Those were the first two Bandai model kits I ever built. Not those ones, but just
Yeah.
in general.
So, because of this, I actually moved my Black Series R2 in my Clone Wars display with like Ahsoka and Anakin.
There you go.
I'm like, that works because they are very similar. This is very similar to like the new Black Series one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We also have Empire Boba, which has some great dark washing on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Boba. I think this is going to be a work. I'm going to put this at my office,
There you go.
my little
That's-
cubicle.
Oh, that's true because you bought an import figure.
Yep. The Mafex Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett was down to $44.99, and I bought my first import, everyone.
Golf clap. That's so awesome. When you texted that to the group chat, I just had such a like shit-eating grin on my face. I was like, "We finally got Justin."
It's the Discord. It's that damn Discord. They infect my brain.
Well, you've seen, because obviously I have the Mafex, and I remember the last time you were over, we were looking at my shelf, and you were like, "What is that Boba Fett?"
Well,
you
and
like
it's just so much like the Black Series one is from 2013, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And the Return of the Jedi one is so good. I'm like, I want that level figure on Empire Strikes Back boba because there is a pretty significant difference.
Yep.
So that Mafex went down to $44.99. I was like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Totally worth it. But it's also truly baffling that Hasbro didn't just immediately give us a new Empire Strikes Back boba on the new boba body.
Yep. Got some Shore Troopers, again, Bandai model kits.
So sick.
And this includes the rank that Hasbro didn't do for Black Series.
Yep.
So
Right.
we got the Grunt with no blue markings, and we got like the Commander or whatever.
Yeah. He's either like the commander or the sergeant or something.
Yeah, and then we never got this one in Black Series. We only got this one
Yep.
in Black Series. So now I have those. And lastly, for these
Nice.
model kits,
Fig got him too.
nice. We have some Stormtroopers. Regular Stormy, Sand Trooper.
Nice.
Look at that pointing finger.
Yep.
Bandai cooked.
Love the pointing finger. So yeah, I just wanted to show those in deeper detail because that was very generous.
Yes.
And I'm very excited to get those.
Yeah. Let me grab mine real quick. Let me grab the
All right.
ones I picked.
And then I also wanted to show off something I recently did to my figures. I've been modifying figures. So 2024,
Really?
2024, I'm going nuts. I used to be strict, no modifications to my figures. I wasn't into imports. I'm not into like repainting things, even though I am now going to try to paint a Battle Droid Commander. So we're getting into customs, modifications, imports, mixing in non-Black Series things into the collection. So in that same spirit, I finally did my Balin.
Look at that.
I finally did my Balin because I had already done my Shin, and then I did the Balin.
With the
So-
Riva legs?
Yeah, this is Moff Gideon credit collection for Shin, and then Riva for Balin, and then that is the cubic 3D print lightsaber blades. It was Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's still on sale, but for not as much.
Yeah. It was like a part of the 1-day sale thing they've been doing.
Yeah, and it's so easy, Zoo Boy. That was the once I saw it at Nate's house, and I just saw how I saw his short and Luke's video and Robo's video, and literally everyone made a video on it. I was like, okay, this is really easy. You just heat it up
Yep.
and swap out the parts. So very, very easy swaps. And if you go credit collection, you're going to have to do a little bit of paint because there is like a red line on blue pants for Shin. But as you can see, the skirt piece mostly covers it. I do want to paint these though, just in case. I mean, you can see a little bit of
It looks good.
Riva thick thigh there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did these and I'm happy with them. And
Looks
we are
good.
we're gonna paint the thighs. Now, will I do the soft goods cloaks? I don't know if I'll take it that far because my lord, I know it's customs and they deserve to be that high. Not trying to discount any customizer, but it's very expensive for those soft goods if you want them. But
True.
yeah, that's it for my recent pickups. I'm turning a new
Nice.
leaf here in 2024.
Nice. Love that.
All right, now off to you, my friend.
All right. So I'll start with what I took from the loot. There's a couple, one set item here. It's a black and blue Out of the Basement Astromech from Todd.
Yeah, because it's kind of like our Max Rebo battalion.
Yep. Max Rebo Battalion. astromech there. And I'm more so into the Bandai model kits, as most of you guys know. So Justin got most of the super goody good stuff, which is fine because I want my brother to have all of these epic model kits that I've
And you
loved
have
for
them.
years. Right.
Right.
And I've been preaching the model kits for a long time. But one of my holy grails that was included is the Bandai model kit Scout Trooper. This is a kit I did not have before this. So when I saw the Scout Trooper was in here, I was like, all right, bro, this is my pick. This is my pick.
Yeah.
Looks so good.
It
Really
looks so
nice
good. It does.
articulation. Also, again, custom painted by Todd with just some really subtle weathering. And with that in mind, also comes the Bandai model kit speeder bike.
So good.
Also custom painted and weathered by Todd L. Expert job here. These are really nicely done.
Looks great.
Yep. I got a short trooper here, just because there was a bunch of them.
Yep. See you later, Sean.
See you, Sean. A Death Trooper Specialist model kit. Really
yeah.
really good kit. And this one, nice and imposing too. Good size.
Didn't I get that one too?
Yeah. We did get some doubles.
Oh,
He put them on the shelf already.
I did.
So
Yeah.
Bandai model kit Empire Strikes Back Boba.
Yeah, I got this one too.
Nice.
I already put it in the display because I'm like, I love the specialist look with all the extra goodies on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
Plain Stormy. The this blue and gray astromech, which has you could go with this astromech head, or you can swap some pieces around and turn it into the more like elongated head.
yeah. I like
So
that.
that's super dope. And also the Bandai model kit of the Imperial Astromech, which we
The
do have a black.
Emperors.
Yeah,
I
we do
love
have a
this
Black Series version of this. And then also the last model kit was another clone trooper.
Nice.
Nice.
Love a good clone. Like you guys saw earlier in the stream, I got lucky enough to find some Happy Meal toys on clearance. I've been eyeballing this one for a hot minute, and $8.39 was the correct price to pay for this.
Yep.
So pick this up. And like I said earlier in the stream, no way this is worth $30. But the Massif is sick. It's nicely articulated. It's well painted. It's got an articulated jaw.
Nice.
So I do
really?
dig it. I dig the Massif here. I think this is good. The Warrior, however, she kind of falls apart a little bit for me. She's got old TVC legs, so her hips are not great. And the torso and arms are actually Force Awakens Rey.
Oh,
So it's reuse of a super old TVC Rey figure. And I knew this when it was coming out, but I forgot, and then I realized it again because you could just see the black robes are very obviously Rey's like sculpt work, just in black instead of brown. But, she's just going to stand there. It's not like I do any sort of dynamic posing with TVC figures. It's just when they have those old hips, they're always a pain in the ass to stand. So
Right.
she'll probably fall over a few hundred times and knock over some other figures, but we'll cross that road later. And I was at my local used media store, And, you know, they take Blu-rays, movies, video games, but they do also do figures. And I found a couple Saga collection figures that I needed for the old Jabba's Palace Cantina display.
Oh, snap.
So, we got Kitlik,
Oh,
the
that's
praying mantis
Kitlik
from...
Keyed Cack?
Yep, this is the praying mantis from the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Amazing.
Looking great. I was very excited to see this. Got her for a great price.
Is that her?
Yeah, yeah. This is
Oh.
a she. This is a she.
All right.
At least according to the back. They, if you want me to, the short-tempered insectoid female lashes out at anyone who distracts her from keeping an eye on any Quorsovs whom she can secretly follow back to their brood of eggs for a tasty meal.
I love those Saga collection descriptions.
And then
Never gets old.
pretty iconic Cantina patron here too. But it's Hem Dazan. And look, he comes with a cup. I was like, man, Hasbro's been doing the cup thing since back in the day, bro.
Really? Really, Saga?
They've been packing that cup in there. But he does actually come with like a little pillar piece
I
to
like that.
to do like a little bit of world building for the Cantina. And again, looks great. Totally awesome. And if you want me to read his bio, it's Hem Dazan, one of the more infamous reptile-like arcanas, is enjoying a drink at the Mos Eisley Cantina when trouble suddenly erupts. An old Jedi Knight and a young boy suddenly tangle with two wanted men. Using a lightsaber, the Jedi Knight disables both men rather quickly. Being accustomed to outbursts like this in the Cantina, Hem settles himself in after the skirmish and goes about his business.
Nice.
So, I was happy to find these. Always love finding some decently priced Saga collection figures because they can get up there. And
Nice.
last pickup here. Final pickup. It's Fade Brotha from Dune 2.
It's Elvis.
Now come here, mama. I'm going to become the real Lisan Al Gaib.
What a great looking figure. I can't believe they're doing wired capes with all that.
Yep. So this, obviously we love Dune 2. We talked
Yep.
briefly about it last stream, but Dune 2 is amazing. And so immediately after the movie, I was like, I need Fade Rotha. I need Fade Rotha right now. And it actually surprised me. This figure genuinely surprised me because this has some kind of photoreal printing on the eyeballs. So McFarlane they're cooking something.
Todd, he's heard our complaints.
I don't know what exactly, but yeah, this Fade Rotha is awesome. And obviously you could see the head sculpt is pretty great. The likeness
Yeah.
is there. For a $20 figure, wired cape, 2 accessories, no-brainer. This one was a no-brainer for me. And yeah, it's probably my favorite Dune figure that they've made. They did a really great job with Fade.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
Exactly. And he loves his uncle.
Yeah.
Loves
How about
his
that
uncle.
little R2 tray?
Oh yeah, true. I have that right here. I pulled it apart separately. So this was my grail for the model kits. For me, is the Return of the Jedi R2D2 drink tray. Because the R2D2 model kit that I have was not, I never could get the Return of the Jedi one specifically that came with this. So I've always wanted it. And Todd L included it. So you get the clear cups.
I love that.
You get the tray, and this thing is just fits right on R2. And this is a Grail model kit item right here.
I
for
agree.
me.
I don't have that one. It's very cool.
Yeah, it was in my pile at first because I took the R2.
Right.
But the more I thought about it, I was like, I'm already getting the Grievous, which is like just a grail for me, the reflective 3PO, all this other good stuff. I was like, you know what, brother? you take the drink tray. It's Return of the Jedi.
I appreciate it.
You've talked about it before. It's like, I feel like you need this.
It looks good. It's already ready to go. You literally just have to snip it out and put it on your R2. Yeah. So those were my pickups.
Nice. Awesome pickups.
Yep. Justin, I do also have a confession to make right now. I know we're towards the end of the stream, but I did not watch Bad Batch this week.
Really?
Yep.
What? Chat, get on him now.
Yep.
Because you guys used to get on me all the time. So get on Nate.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, I got kind of sick in the middle of the week, so I really wasn't doing a whole lot of anything. I just didn't have like the capacity to watch it. And then by the time I knew it, it was time to stream. So I was like, oops, I guess I'm going to be Justin this week.
Yeah, that's fine. I liked it. Razzie, have you been keeping up with Bad Batch?
Yeah, really loved it. Not gonna say much, but yeah.
Yeah, I continue to enjoy Bad Batch Season 3.
Same here. Better than season 2, I would say. So far.
Yeah, I agree. Nate gets a pass, Justin, because I haven't watched it yet either. Yeah, bro.
I can always count on Zoo Boy.
I never watch it on Wednesday. It's always like night before the stream. It's just not, for some reason, I just don't watch it on Wednesdays. You know?
Philly. What? It's okay. I haven't watched any of it. How do you know it's okay then?
Well, I think he's saying it's okay, Nate, that you haven't watched it because I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. I get it.
The English language, it can mean multiple different things.
It's tough. Toby, I'd agree with you, even though I haven't seen this episode. But just the first couple episodes of this season of Bad Batch are definitely better.
Yeah, and with all their like physical media stuff, I hope Bad Batch gets like a 3-season set, because we haven't talked about that, but Andor and Kenobi are both getting physical media releases, which is huge for physical media collectors, because Disney is famously, or Lucasfilm or whoever it is, they're just like reluctant to do their Disney Plus stuff on physical media. So we got Mando 1 and 2, and they're amazing, and now we're getting Andor and Kenobi, so that's awesome.
Yep. Are you going to pick up Kenobi?
No, I am going to pick up Andor, though.
Oh, yeah. Andor's a must, but I agree with you.
Yeah, same here.
I don't think I'm going to grab
I agree as
Kenobi.
well.
Right. But, yeah, obviously we won't go into Bad Batch spoilers like we normally do from week to week, but next week we can do episodes.
Well, next week we're not streaming.
Oh, yeah. I'll be gone.
You'll be gone, and it's St. Patrick's Day, so classic, take the holiday off.
Sure, why not?
Do you guys think they're gonna make extra figures for Bad Batch? Hemlock, for example.
I hope so. I want Hemlock, and I can't believe we don't have a TK Trooper.
That as well. True.
Like, I really want.
There's so much potential on that TV show to make action figures out of them.
Yeah, there's a lot more that I still want.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pick up the season 2 figures. Did you, Razzie?
Only Wrecker, because I found it on sale, but I don't see why I should get the. I mean, I have the first season ones.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You'll have 4 episodes to talk about next stream? Why is that? Oh, 2 episodes a week now?
Wow.
Say what?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll take the one with goggles too, like from last week.
Yeah.
I'll take them.
He needs double eye protection, okay?
Yep. But yeah, I do hope they make some more. I'd be down. At least like give us the TK Trooper, Hemlock.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some villains we need, and I'm down.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
Just this week is a 2-parter.
Yep.
So we'll only have 3 episodes then. Or no, because we're taking next week off. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yep. See, now you get
what
it.
you're saying.
The English language. What is up with that thing?
Yeah. But yeah, that's all we have to go over today. I don't know if there's anything else we need to discuss or address. Razzie, you got any last minute things that you need to say?
That's pretty much it, I think. It was, thank you again for having me. Real pleasure to share everything. Always watching your streams Sunday
Of course. Of
and
course.
your reviews.
Yeah, we love having you on. We love seeing the annual updates, seeing what you're up to,
True.
because it's always a pleasure. And I know the
Yes.
live viewers are always going nuts whenever
Yep.
you pull out the next
I appreciate that.
thing that you're working on. You know.
Yep.
Exactly. It gives me time also to work on extra stuff, and hopefully next year and be in a house, full display. Probably maybe do a tour video. I don't know if everything is
Ooh,
displayed.
that'd
So
be
we'll see.
epic.
But every year is perfect to have a stream, and always a pleasure. Yes, and thank you again for all the people in the chat. I know most of them just by like watching the streams, but I appreciate all the comments. And I know we share the same hobby.
Yep.
Pretty
Absolutely.
expensive last
Passion.
year. Pretty expensive last year, I have to say. But
Yeah.
pretty good hobby.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. Heh.
Thank you, Brian.
But yeah, we are you gonna have the new video ready for this week?
I might edit it today because I noticed you gave me the B-roll shots that I requested. So I might be able to edit that one today. We shall see.
If you do, let me know because I'll make the thumbnail.
True.
I've got plenty of time, so
Yeah.
just text me.
Yeah, so we do have a new video in the realm of bangers and blunders.
Yep. It's not a banger or a blunder, but it's a figure.
Yep. Thank you, Zuboy.
Thank you, Zuboy.
Toby.
Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but also figure it out as always this Friday. No
Yep.
stream next week, but then we'll be back the week after next for the streams.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with us today. And of course, thank you, Razzie, for hanging out with us. As always, we appreciate you
My
coming
pleasure.
on
Thank you.
and showing us all of your amazing projects and willing to risk breaking all of them just to show off on the stream. So we appreciate it. We really do.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
And also, thank you, Commander Cook, for the
Hey.
$10 right before we go. Appreciate the credits. Like
Yeah,
that.
appreciate you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
But as a reminder, you should absolutely follow Razzie, Star Wars Master Plaster, on Instagram. Just click the link right there, press follow, and you'll be able to keep up and see all of these amazing, incredible projects that Razzie's always cooking up. So we highly, highly recommend you give him a follow. No stream next week. Enjoy St. Patrick's Day. Be responsible, though.
Yep, I'll be gone celebrating Lucy's birthday on that weekend.
True.
We're going-
That's also 6 years for me. It's my 6-year anniversary with Paige on Thursday. So I'd imagine we're probably actually doing something too.
Nice.
If I had to guess.
Nice. Thank you, ladies
Look at
and
that.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Yep. But yeah, until next time, we won't see you next Sunday, but check out the videos, all that good stuff. But of course, I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin
See you guys later.
and Razzie,
See you guys. Thank you very much.
and we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.
Later, guys.